These are not the droids you were looking for.
This is my ticket to Star Wars Episode 1 Phantom Menace in 3D. And I'm so excited because it's going to be so awesome because it's in 3D. And I love Star Wars because Star Wars is my life. This is going to be the best thing that's ever happened to Star Wars ever. So I'll see you after the movie. Bye-bye now. May the Force be with you.
Since 1977, Star Wars has captured the lives of 2 generations.
I first got introduced to the series because one of my friends is really a huge fan of them, and she wanted me to watch them with her, and I just agreed, and it was awesome. I'm glad I watched them.
My mom got me introduced into the series.
I was introduced to the series probably by my family. They all watched Star Wars, so I guess I started watching it and I fell in love with it. Created by George Lucas, Star Wars has captured the lives of millions all over the world.
I've been a fan of the series for a few months now, since maybe December.
I've been a fan of the series probably since I was born. My mom, she loved Star Wars when it first came out in 1977. And so what happened is, so then she got my brother into it, and then I got into it. And then I kind of died after we moved to this house and stuff. And then in 7th grade, one night I come home and I turn on the TV and Star Wars Episode 6 is on, and I start watching it, and ever since then I've loved the series again.
I've been a fan of Star Wars for probably about 12 years of my life. Dedicated a long time. References are seen everywhere in pop culture, from movies to video games to memorabilia. Star Wars merchandise expands from t-shirts to phone apps.
I have a little Boba Fett and a little plastic orb thing, and it's really, really cute. And I keep it on my bookshelf, and I love it.
I like to commemorate everything Star Wars in my heart. It has made a great impact on today's generations and generations to come. The series has consisted of 6 episodes: Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi.
My favorite one of the movies is Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. I think it's the most exciting one because Episode 6 was just nothing really happened. It was kind of a dying down of the series, and Episode 4 was kind of like just the beginning, so nothing really happens except the Death Star is blown up. But Episode 5 is just I don't know, there's so much happens in it, and it's just really good. And we get to meet Yoda.
Probably the 3rd one, because I get to see my hero turn into Darth Vader, and I love Darth Vader. Star Wars fans are very loyal and committed to Star Wars. For many, it becomes an obsession. I've seen all of them at least 3 times.
I've lost count, literally. I don't like to watch Episode 1 through 3 because those aren't very good compared to Episode 4 through 6. But I've seen Episode 4 through 6 probably 1 billion times.
I've seen Episode 4, 5, 6, and 1 only once, but I will probably see them all again because they're all very good.
At Comic-Con, there are hundreds of fans dressed up as characters from the movies.
My favorite character is R2-D2 because he's really funny and he's really cute.
My favorite character is Chewbacca because he's just really funny. He doesn't really say anything, but he's just funny, and he doesn't really say anything, he just acts hilarious.
Probably Luke Skywalker, because I can relate to him, because I want to be a Jedi Master someday. Now, what is it about Star Wars that captivates these people? Is it the video games, the shirts, the costumes, the characters, all of that merchandise? No.
What captivates me about the movies is I think it's the plot line and the characters and how it's all just constructed. It's just it's very clever how George Lucas created the whole series. What I learned is that he took parts from old movies and stuff and he incorporated like scenes and ideas from other movies to make Star Wars. So it's basically a remix of a bunch of movies.
Interesting.
I think that all the special effects are really cool and all the characters are really funny, and just the way it's like designed and made is really well. It's just a great movie. It's just fun to watch.
I just love the storyline. It's great. I mean, everything about it is amazing. There's no one specific thing. As you can see, these fans don't just love it for the cool merchandise, they love it for the movies, the plots, the cinematography. A revolution that has changed the lives of many.
Star Wars has changed my life. I don't know, it just changed the way I see movies, and I just appreciate things more. Star Wars is not just a movie, it's a way of life, like living by this imaginary world that exists in George Lucas's mind and just making it come to life at Comic-Con.
It gives me new hope for the future.
Star Wars has made me, it's just an awesome show. I mean, movie, it's just made me happy and I love watching it. It's just a great series and I love watching it, and it's made me a better person because it's radical.
Oh my god, it was the best movie ever! I'm gonna go see it again and again and again and again and again and again. Oh my gosh, I love Star Wars in 3D episode 1. Can't wait for the